Hello, this is Indigo Sage, and I am coming at you with something new. So, even though I was under the weather and I left you guys, it may feel like I left you guys hanging. I was working. One of the things that I did in my downtime was came up with a new love reading spread for singles. So I'm still going to do everything that I've been doing. I just added something else to my plate. Okay. And pardon my voice because, as you guys know from day one, I think my very first video, I said I have allergies really bad. And I even said that all of my videos may sound like this. Whenever I go out, I live in a city with a lot of smog, and even just going to the grocery store and coming back, I'm gonna sound like this. And I do take my allergy pills, Claritin, and all of that. So I'm going to try to speak as clearly as possible. So what I'm showing you guys right here and right now is one of my magnets that I have on sale at unapologeticallysage.com in the Unsay merch store. And I saw it to be fitting since this is a love reading for singles, okay? And it says love is a combination of respect, friendship, understanding, communication, and companionship. Get into it, okay? And I want to snap my fingers right there when I say get into it. Love is a combination of respect, friendship, understanding, communication, and companionship. All right. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that that's exactly what we deserve. And that's also exactly what we should be giving. All right. So, um, and this is all of the quotes are laid upon photography that I took as I was doing my walks amongst nature. All right, now let's get into this reading, okay? Because I'm happy about it. I've tried it. It's good. I'm liking it, and I'm excited to introduce you guys to it so that you guys can tell me how you feel about it. Okay, so this reading is called Single, Sage, and Seeking. All right. And I wanted to make one especially for the singles out there because originally I wasn't gonna even have a reading for love, and then I was led to do it, and that is your love forecast. And what I noticed about the love forecast, which I'm still going to do, but those are, I believe they've all been about the collective that's in a relationship, or well, they've been like in a relationship. Um, so I realized in my downtime there isn't one, like if I'm gonna talk about love, then let's do it, okay? And I don't have one for us singles. Like you're just single. You're single. You're sage and you're seeking. Because some people are single and sage and not seeking, okay? Um, so this is for the single sage and seeking. And the way it's designed, it's really simple. The single portion of it is, well, I'll tell you as I go through it. But basically, the single is about your single life, how you got there, or why you're there, or what's going on in your single life. And the sage is 3 cards, and so the single is 1, the sage is 3, and it's the do, the don't, and the energy behind those cards. All right. And then the seeking is for your future reference. Okay. Because it's going to just give you insights on the seeking portion of it. Because to me, it's all different. You know, you're single and you have a single life, your life as a single, and like how you got there, why you're there, or what's preventing you from, not being single. So single is something all in itself. And then you have to sage that out. I'm Indigo Sage. My website is unapologetically sage. So you know that we're going to sage this out some way, somehow, somewhere. All right. So the sage portion of it is breaking that down. Any issues, any unresolved issues, or something you need to go ahead and do, or something you shouldn't do, which is why it's do, don't, and the energy that you're feeding into it. All right, and that's the saging of it all. That's 3 cards. Then there's the seeking, which refers to the future. All right, and that is for your future reference. All right, and I really, truly, 100% believe that this will help all of you singles out there who are sage and seeking. All right, no pun intended, but like seriously, I made it very simple, very transparent, okay? And this is the new love series alert. I plan on doing this once a month, all right? And we're gonna make it, well, you know me, I'm long-winded, but I'm gonna try to make it short, sweet, and simple. On the sage portion of it, where there's a do, a don't, and the energy, let me tell you right now, um, I will be using the Casanova Tarot. If you're unfamiliar with it, I would suggest that maybe perhaps Google it, but at the same time, it's not going to be that big of a deal because um, what it is and the images that I'm showing you right now, they are of the cover, all right, but not the back of the cover. The only portion that I am choosing to show you of the back of the cover is the quote from it, which says, "The entire human spirit is described through the sensual language of the body." Now, my people who've been with me already, you know that I'm all about imagery, right? So with the Casanova Tarot, I am specifically using those for the sage portion of the single sage and seeking because they are strictly for love romantic relationships. With that being said, 50% of the time, those people are nude. All right. So here's the thing about me. I'm going to use this deck, and I've used it before actually, but I always blotch out, blank out, cross out, make it to where it's unseen. The, you know, parts of the body that, are private parts, what we would consider private parts. And I'm still going to do that. But I'm just letting you guys know right here and right now, there's going to be suggestions of like the nudity, but this is because this is about love and it's a love deck, okay? And we are saging it out and we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun with it, all right? So I've seen other people, they have straight up just nudeness on there and they don't hesitate to, like, they don't even blink anything out. But me, my taste, my flow, I'm going to, put something over these people. But you'll still understand the suggestion of the card. All right, we're gonna keep it tasteful, little classy based. But I am using this deck, and this is my way of letting you guys know I'm using the Casanova Tarot deck. All right, but you're not gonna see any private bits of people. But we are going to be using the imagery of the sensual language of the body, okay? We're all adults here, so, and I always mark on my videos, this is not for kids, and it's not. So 18 and over only, please and thank you. Okay, so this is single. All right. So the card that came out for single, it represents the current state of your love life. And, kind of like, why are you single? Or just a background of your singleness, your single life. Either it's going to say why you're single, or um, what led to you being single, or what you're doing while you're single, or what's keeping you single. Okay? So it's just the current state of your love life. So we know you're single. You're saying you're single. So I really hope that if you are watching this, now let me keep this 100. If you are watching this, you better be single. Okay? Don't be don't be looking at a single read and you're not single. That is not nice, okay? And this will not apply to you. It just won't. Because the way I channeled it, it's for truly 100% people who are truly single. So don't be in a relationship and wanting to be single and watching the single read. If that's the case for you, let me redirect you to your love forecast, okay? Because a lot of those sound like someone who's trying to get out. But you need to go to the love forecast, not this single read. All right, moving forward. After my full transparency, okay? Um, the single, the card that came up is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right? So, some of the bullet points, and really what I got from this was take control of your life. You've asked for a great love as you see it, meaning you've finally told your angels exactly what you want for love in a partner, and they hear you. Okay, so that's great. But they are telling you first, you must allow yourself to feel deeply and tap into your true emotions. When you tap into your deep emotions, you will find your fair share of uneasiness. The uneasiness is what you've been trying to avoid. Your angels ask you to stop avoiding the emotions that make you feel uncomfortable and instead recognize them and ask for help from your guardian angels to face them head on in order to conquer them. Your guardian angels are surrounding you because you've stated what your love partner looks like as it relates to the qualities they would embody. Now is the time to make your request complete by facing emotions you've avoided with the help of your angels. When you take these actions, you are showing the universe your effort and commitment. Okay? And the universe will honor that and reciprocate that. All right? The effort you put in with the good energy and the good intentions, the universe is going to give that back to you. So you must understand that. But before you can understand that, I really, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it too. We have to understand that we have free will. Okay? Our angels will step in when we ask them. In this case, for this, you must ask them. All right. The only time they step in without being asked is like emergencies, a detriment of someone, um, life or death situations. But this love, you being single, is not life or death. It may feel like, now see somebody trying to be funny, they said it may feel like it sometimes. But it's not. You being single is not life or death. So you have free will and you must ask for assistance. But they're telling you to dive in deep. Like they're saying they hear you. They're saying we hear you. So congratulations. You finally narrowed down, You know, because maybe you were thinking about that or something. They're showing me that you were thinking about it. Like, you were thinking about it. Like, what do you want? What does it look like? They're saying, what does love look like? What does love look like? What does it look like? What does your partner look like? What does it look like? What does your partner look like? What does a relationship look like? What does a healthy relationship look like? The relationship that you want, what does it look like? So you've got that down. Congratulations. All right. Now they're saying dig deep inside yourself. And when you do that, because they're saying to allow yourself to feel deeply, okay, which tells me you don't allow yourself to feel deeply. Since they have to tell you to allow yourself to feel deeply, that means you don't allow yourself to feel deeply. And looks like the reason why is because there's some uneasiness when you get into your deep emotions and you avoid that. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's not going to work in a healthy relationship. Okay? Did it work for you? Oh, somebody said, did it work for you in the past? No. Oh, how did that work out for you? That's what um some of these angels got a smart mouth. They're saying, like, how did that work out for you? You know, like avoiding your deep emotions. The point is it didn't. Okay? So this time around, what they're telling you is what you need to do. They said what you must do is allow yourself to feel deeply, even in the uneasiness of it. Get in there, dig in there, but most of all, ask for their help. They got you. They got you. They're going to help you with this. You're not alone, okay? You're not doing this alone. Even if at times, and I know this is, what do you call it? Um, oh my gosh, I want to say stereotypical, but that's not the right word. But even if you've heard this 1,000 times before, even when you're in a crowded room, you are not alone. Your guardian angels and spiritual advisors, they are with you, okay? All you have to do is tap into that energy. All you have to do is just ask them, okay? And they will give you an answer. And a lot of people call it, oh, that's just my thoughts, or that's my first mind, and this, that, and the other. No, those are your guardian angels talking to you, guarding you, guiding you, giving you answers. When you ask a question, they will answer. All you have to do is listen to them. Okay? So, and I'm telling you all of this because you need to go ahead and feel deeply and dive into that uneasiness. It's okay. They're there and you're going to work it out. And you got to work it out if you don't want to be single anymore, okay? You can't go into a relationship wanting it to be healthy and work out, but you still have healing to do. Like deep deep healing. So let's just dive into it. You know what I'm saying? Just dive right into it. And it's like cleaning out, they're saying it's like cleaning out a wound. Like, if you know that a wound is there, if you ignore it, it's going to get infected and you might die. So you don't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been stabbed, and I'm not trying to get gruesome. This is what this is the analogy that they're telling me. So this is for someone. If you're stabbed, all right, and it's like a deep stab wound, you're not just going to sit at home and like eat tacos and watch TV like you don't have a deep stab wound. If you do, okay, if you do, it's going to get infected, and like bad things are going to happen, like you'll die. I'm assuming. I don't know anyone who did that. But what you're going to do is give it attention and take care of it so that you know you're healthy and you can live another day to eat more tacos. Like, so this is like a plain way to talk about your emotions. So whatever deep emotions you got that you're avoiding, you can't go into a new relationship like it because it's like they want to bless you with one, but you got to heal this wound though. You can't put a band-aid on a stab wound. All right? So I think I've made myself clear. Okay. Let's move along to sage this out if I haven't already, right? Let's see what else they have to tell you. Okay, here we are at the sage portion of it. And as I stated before, it's gonna go do, don't, and the energy. So we're at the do. So this is what your angels want you to do. And that is represented by the Page of Swords. Be watchful with a large amount of awareness. Be alert of people who don't want you to succeed in love. Don't ask for their advice and don't take it. And I'm laughing because they were telling me, like, I take notes as I'm channeling. And when they said don't ask for their advice and don't take it, it made me laugh because I'm thinking, well, if you don't ask, why would they give it? But I realize some people give it. Some people give it unsolicited. And sometimes when we're unsure, or sometimes, you know what, when that's what we want to hear, then we take it. Okay, so they specifically said don't ask for their advice and don't take it. Um, but mainly do be aware of someone, perhaps an ex lover, who doesn't want you to succeed in love. Now, here's where I'm going to point out Mercury retrograde brings all the exes to the yard, okay? They bring all of them out. Um, that's one part of Mercury retrograde. I don't know why, but like it's a lot of nostalgia, reminiscing, and all that, whether it be good or bad. And it can start out good, like, hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing? That sounds very innocent. However, this message is saying be aware of someone who doesn't want you to succeed in love, and they're, you know, trying to give you advice on love. And they may perpetrate like as a friend or friendly, but they're not. Okay. Be aware of their true intentions. All right. That would greatly behoove you. Those are my words. All right. Uh, yeah. Because Mercury retrograde, I always forget this part, but they bring out the X's and stuff. And the X's or the shoulda, woulda, couldas, you know, but they do want you to be watchful and aware and alert of people who don't want you to succeed in love. All right? So do be aware and alert of unsolicited advice and unwarranted um, people who will say what you want to hear. Now that ties into the don't. So let's go to the don't. At this don't card, it is represented by the reverse King of Wands. And the reverse King of Wands represents arrogance, bossy, forceful lover with control issues. Okay, so don't be that person when it comes to relationships. Arrogant, bossy, forceful lover with control issues. Who in the heck wants that? Don't don't be that. Okay? And do be aware of someone who is agreeing with those types of behaviors. Okay? They're not for you. All right? Back to the don't. This ties back to the Free Yourself card that challenges you to resolve the emotions you hold of discontent. Those are the feelings that elicit your need for dominance in your love life. That need for superiority will ruin your chance for love, so don't do it. Be watchful of the person that agrees with this self destructive behavior. Here we are at the energy behind the sage do's and the sage don't. All right. It is the Ace of Wands. And this is a beautiful card, okay? It represents power and resourcefulness for creating a starting point. And that is great, okay? That's your energy. That's wonderful. That's the best kind of energy for, you know, starting a relationship, seeking a relationship, you know, um, power and resourcefulness for creating a starting point. I love it. This tells me you may have your eye on someone already and you're trying to figure out how to approach them, or you're trying to figure out how to woo the type of person you have in mind that you've asked for, okay? Because your angels are on deck and they already see it in the beginning that you said what you wanted and they hear you. All you got to do is ask them and they'll step in and help you. All right? So, just remember to ask the angels for help with your do's and don'ts previously mentioned. Now, we are at the part that I call seeking, and it's in reference to for future, all right? For future reference. This, again, is a lovely card, and I like it because it's very sure and definite, and it's saying new partner, all right? And I love that so much because sometimes when we're single, and especially if it's like freshly single, newly single, you're still kind of in that energy of the past relationships and especially with Mercury retrograde coming up, you guys, you're gonna, especially if you have the energy of seeking and you're putting that out there, you're gonna get some residual energy from your exes. And you might think, oh, maybe I should give this another shot or another chance. This card is clearly saying new partner. New partner. Okay? New partner. Very clear. New partner says a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. All right? And that is new partner. Make no mistake about it. New partner. Now, while that was supposed to be the last card, new partner, I cannot ignore when the angels pop out a card. So, this was a pop out, and I call it the bonus pop out. And it's still in reference to your future for seeking. And this says straight up, if it was unclear with the last card, they're making it more clear. Let your past go. The burden of the burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. So remember those words. Rewind this and listen to it again if you need to, because this popped out. And it says, for future reference, let your past go. So, as usual, I have an angel message tile, and um, I usually break it down, but I'll leave something in the description box to break that down, because these messages are meant to be quick, even though I'm already past 30 minutes. Bless my heart, okay? I'm long-winded, but this one left me with a conundrum, because this one is not actually a number, or it's a number and it's also the third eye. And it's so funny because when I was creating these, um, this happened like by accident, but there aren't any accidents. I was led in channeling the numbers to create, and I created this one, and I'm like, so like at first I thought it was a 0, and they kept telling me to go, go, go. And I realized like this is the third eye. It represents the third eye. And on the back of it is the 0. But as you can see, I put 0 first. And 0 simply means like it's the beginning of things. And 0 amplifies whatever number it's around. But this message is specifically for the third eye. Okay, so it was a conundrum because at first I was excited because I think um, out of all of my readings for I've been doing this for a few years, and this third eye only came out one time before, and that was at the very beginning, and I can't even remember how it related to that message, because each one, even if the same number comes out every single time, it relates to a message differently each and every time. It's just unique. That's just what it is. So I was excited to see it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I finally got the third eye again. Then I was like, well, wait a minute. How do I explain it? So congratulations for everyone who already knows and is familiar with the third eye. The third eye, there's a third eye chakra. Third eye represents intuition. Um, and intuition and meditation will save the day in this situation. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of briefly talk about meditation and how to connect with your third eye. But if you don't know anything about it, then I must suggest that you look it up. And it is as simple as Googling it. There's lots of information about the third eye. But what I'm going to tell you is you need to cleanse it. If you don't have any idea about the third eye, first thing you need to do is know that it's a chakra, okay? One of many chakras, and we do have more than 7. And let me not go down that road because I'd be here another 2 hours. But the third eye is a chakra and it needs to be cleansed. And it opens up your intuition, okay? It aids your intuition. It is intuition. So, what this mainly, the main message and the reason why this came up is because in your single sage and seeking situation right now, it's very important that you trust your intuition. Okay? Your intuition. You need to feel your intuition, and they're saying like you need to cleanse it. Okay, so open your third eye, cleanse your third eye chakra. Your third eye is located in the middle of your forehead. Begin with a simple meditation that will bring awareness to your thoughts. Okay, Meditation in general brings awareness to your thoughts. That's what it is. That's the purpose of it. Quiet your mind, focus your breath, and get out of your mind. Empty your mind. Focus only on calm breaths. Try it for at least 10 minutes. And this is the start of opening your third eye. Your third eye will make your intuition more illuminated. Okay, when it's cleansed, your third eye makes your intuition more crystal clear. Follow your intuition for your future reference as it pertains to love. All right. So if you feeling your intuition telling you to go left, go left. Don't even play around. Go left. If your intuition is telling you don't do that or don't say that, then don't. It's very plain and simple. Okay. And our intuition, and I'm going to say this, it's our connection with our guides, our guardian angels. So be in tune with them. And when your third eye is cleansed and open, you can hear them more clearly. And if you truly are seeking true love, you should follow your guides, okay? Because if you don't, you'll find yourself in a situation where you're going to wish you did. Okay? So let's not do that. Just go ahead and follow them. But it's going to help a lot when you cleanse your third eye and open it up. Open it and cleanse it and clear it. And you can hear your guides much more clearly, and it'll come to you as intuition. You know, you're gonna be able to feel stuff out. You're not even gonna, if you listen to them and learn, you're not gonna have to rely so much on them. All right. So cleanse and open up that third eye. All right. Here we are at the end of this new series, very first version of it. I'm going to do it once a month. And if this resonated or tickled your fancy, click like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do see a lot of people watching my videos. It's like 56% that watch it that are not subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the subscribe button so you can get more. Click like and subscribe. And this is the Single, Sage, and Seeking. Please feel free to leave comments. Let me know how you liked it. And again, if you are not 100% single, please redirect yourself to your love forecast, which a new one will be coming up before the end of the month. All right. And be sure to visit my website at unapologeticallysage.com for more enlightenment. I am your reader, Indigo Sage, and it was truly, truly my pleasure.